What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stats Free Sports channel. Let's get right into it. Here to bring you an NBA trade prediction video for OG Anunoby. I believe he'll be traded to the Memphis Grizzlies by the NBA trade deadline. And let's talk about why. So this is one of the rare videos, I'm not going to lie to you guys. This is one of the rare videos I go with my heart over my head. I'm not a Grizzlies fan. I also don't believe the Grizzlies have the best assets to land him. But I think the Grizzlies should go all out to land OG from the Raptors for a few reasons. One, because since Zach Kleiman has took over for the Grizzlies, he's been trying to find like a big wing, big forward type of guy. He traded for Justice Winslow. He drafted Jared. Not drafted. He took a shot on Jared Culliver. He drafted Zaire Williams, Jake LaRavia, David Roddy. He's trying to find a big wing that fits the 3-and-D mode, and he hasn't quite stuck with one yet. Desmond Bane is kind of that. He was drafted and he does fit, but he's not a wing. I mean, he's a wing, but he's more of a two guard. He's looking for a big wing, a 3, a 4, or someone who can switch in between. And I think OG is the perfect fit. He struck out, or not struck out with all those guys mentioned earlier, but they aren't quite, living up to the hype that OG is. OG right now could be the best defender in NBA, leads the NBA in steals. So the fit is perfect. And another reason why I want the Grizzlies to get him, honestly, you know, for me personally as an NBA fan, as I said, I'm not a Grizzlies fan, but just an NBA fan, I want to take them serious, right? The way the roster is constructed right now is good. They're talented. They're tough. They're a heck of a they're a tough out, heck of a team. But for me to take them serious, for me to put them in the title contention, like for real, they gotta come up with a little better roster. A little tweak here or there could make this team a lot better, and I think OG is that piece. I think their weakest two spots are kind of clear. The 3 and the 5, Dillon Brooks and Steven Adams. They're both solid. They're both good. They're both hard nosed. They both can get the job done on certain nights, but I think an upgrade is needed at one or both of those spots. I've been on board during the summertime. I did a wild prediction video on Miles Turner going to the Grizzlies. I thought there was an outside shot at that. I really did. I did another one for, was it OG to the Grizzlies? I forgot who it was to the Grizzlies. Another 3. I forgot who it was, but safe to say, I've been on the Grizzlies trying to get better. I don't want to see the Grizzlies better for a while now. Just trying to get over that hump. And then that hump is new to them. They're a newly cemented star team. They just gotten on this level last year. And they're a very impressive team. But I think upgrading from Dillon Brooks, trading Zaire Williams, and probably 2 firsts might can get the job done. As I said earlier, I think they don't have the best assets. I like the Knicks' assets a little bit better. They got more first-round picks available. They have a good mix of veteran players and young players to send to the Raptors. But I think whatever the Grizzlies need to do to really sweeten the pot to get OG, they need to do it. He's a big wing. As I said, leads the league in steals. He's a heck of a player, and not just for this year, but for the future. He's signed on a contract for another year after this season. Then you got to pay him. Cool, that's fine. But he's gonna get better as seasons go on. Only 25 years old right now, currently. And to be honest, right, the way I view OG, and I felt the same way when I watched DeAndre Hunter from the Hawks drafted a couple years back. When I watched those guys play, or how I envision them in my mind, best case scenario, I see them as a young Kawhi Leonard from back in the Spurs days. When the Spurs beat the Heat and Kawhi would give you 12 to 15 a night, good strong defense, 3, 4 steals, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, a clutch 3 down, a clutch 3 or clutch shot late in the game, and also with a game-winning stop or a game-winning help defense to help win the game, whatever. I think of OG and DeAndre Hunter in that same type of player. I'm not saying they're going to evolve to the superstar that Kawhi is now, because that's different. That's a different level. But I think I could see, especially OG, because Hunter right now isn't quite where OG is, nowhere near where OG is. Honestly, I thought he would be, but he still has more time to grow. I'm not saying he doesn't, but OG is definitely there right now. But I always mention Hunter because their size, their build, their hand size, their foot speed, they have it all right there. They both can shoot the three. They both can drive in a little bit. They both got a little bit of mid range to them. You know, uh, but OG is definitely closer to where I envision them at than where DeAndre Hunter is. So that's fine. I'm gonna just stick with OG. OG could be that for the Grizzlies right now. He could be that piece for the Grizzlies right now. Lock you up at the very end of the game. You look, wow, OG got two or three threes. He scored 14 points. He got the game-winning block. Great defense all game-winning steal. Something like that. And he hit a big three in the corner late in the game. That could be where I see OG, because you got guys like Bane, you got guys like Morant. That's the focal point of the offense. You got guys like Jaren Jackson, who's also a defensive stud that can also bomb threes on you. He can also beat you on the inside, athletic, quick, all that good stuff. Then if you keep Steven Adams, you still have Steven Adams there too. Strong, rebounder, tough, hard nosed. So you lose a guy like Dylan Brooks. You use a young piece who's been playing pretty well in Zaire Williams, but you get back a stud for now and for the future. Because there is possibility that OG does evolve to the now superstar version of the Kawhi Leonard that we know that went to the Raptors and all that stuff. So that is possible. It's not too outlandish to say he might get there. He might not have reached the peak of Kawhi, but he can get somewhere close. So it's not impossible, man. So I think for now, for the future, for me to take the Grizzlies serious, they have to do some big moves. And I think this move is that move to be done to get this team to the promised land. So I think that's the best move possible. If not OG, there are other moves out there. The Blazers have Josh Hart. That could be a good spot there. Malik Beasley, another three-point shooter, more scoring, a different direction than going for OG and for Josh Hart. Malik Beasley, vet from the Utah Jazz, that makes sense there also. You also have Bogdan Bogdanovich from the Hawks. I think he's going to be a sneaky move too. Depends on where he goes to. Now I don't have a read on where he might go. I have no clue, but he will be a sneaky trade for someone to pick up and make the team better. The Mavericks could be an option there as well for him. So those some guys outside of OG that the Grizzlies might look at, but I think OG is your guy. He's the big fish of the trade block right now. You have to land him for me personally. For me personally, not the league, not for the fans, but for me to see the Grizzlies as a true contender. I need to see them make a move like a true contender, and that's go all in. I think OG is a move for the Memphis Grizzlies. That's it for the video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.